haven't heard from Fidelity on this topic yet. So, Cynthia, it's really great to see you. And we're excited to hear from you today on this. I do want to kick off with how investors are differentiating between these ETFs that on the surface, for a lot of people, kind of look the same. How are people distinguishing between what Fidelity is offering and what BlackRock and Grayscale and others are doing?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me today. We are really pleased with the market reception for these products, and what we think of as a differentiator for the way in which we've designed this product is our ability to be able to provide a custody solution for these for our Bitcoin ETP, as well as our own proprietary index methodology provided through our index team and capabilities there for pricing. And that, I think, is reflective of an over 10-year commitment to research and development in the digital asset ecosystem.
Really interesting. I think a lot of people might not know how deeply Fidelity has gotten into Bitcoin, but also digital assets. I wonder about the next step here. An Ethereum ETF has been talked about. What do you think the odds are of that being approved this summer?
Well, so, as you know, we do have a filing that is live with the SEC at the moment. So I can't really comment much more, beyond what is on the public record. In terms of, what we think about the prospects, what I can say on that front is that we are looking forward to engagement with the regulator, as we have for several years in the development leading up to the launch of the Bitcoin ETP.
So how are these Bitcoin ETFs going to fit into the average retail investor portfolio? I wonder what you can tell us beyond even digital assets, what you're seeing from the self-directed side of Fidelity in a changing rate environment now that these crypto ETFs are offered. Can you give us a little bit of a breakdown on the state of the retail investor?
Yeah. So what we've heard from retail investors and really just all investors across different client segments on our platform is that there's a great deal of interest and certainly curiosity and wanting to learn more about digital assets and Bitcoin. Our commitment to how it is that we think about products that we make available on our platform is we want to offer a wide variety of choices of assets, but alongside of those choices, we always ensure that we are providing research, analysis, and insights derived from our research teams across the platform. That way, we believe that it's important to provide that education as a way to help facilitate investors making good decisions.
So is there room for everybody in the end? Do you expect some consolidation, maybe some of these ETFs to dissolve at some point, as fees are fiercely competitive and, there's probably not enough inflows for everybody? I wonder what you expect in the next, year or so or 5 years when it comes to these ETFs and the competition here.
I think that what we've seen in the ETF markets overall is that there is, as you pointed out, competition among similar product offerings, and our commitment is always to ensure that our investors have choice. These products are available across our platforms, and ultimately, I think the market will decide, how and whether there will be continue to be the number of similar products available.